You see, one thing that we have come to understand is that those Fulani people, there's something that's actually wrong with them. We have not seen what is the problem. I don't know, somebody in his right senses, you classify Nnamdi Kanu, you classify Turji Bello and Tinubu in one. For instance, now, we're asking the question, what is the reason why Turji Bello is killing people and kidnapping people? What's the reason? Why are they doing what they are doing? Then you ask them, why is Igboho agitating for Yoruba nation? There's a reason why he's agitating. Why is Nnamdi Kanu agitating for Biafra? There's a reason. Then why is Turji Bello? What is his issue? You see, these guys are the ones that are recruited by politicians. I've said there's no insecurity in any place that politicians do not have a hand in it. Before people were accusing Samanekpa. Before Samanekpa came, they were killing them.
Yes.
Samanekpa is not there, they are still killing them. They see security. So when you talk about Turji Bello, you know they're not there. They know that under Tinubu's regime, Tinubu has hit them so hard. They are divided, they don't know what they are doing, so they want to just gather everybody together. I said something about Solomon in the Bible. Two women came to Solomon. One slept on her baby. The other one, she slept on her baby. There are two of them in a bed. She slept on her baby. The other one's baby is alive. She took her dead baby and exchanged with the baby of the woman that is alive. They now took them to Solomon. The woman that is alive, that the baby is alive, said that don't kill any of the baby, let everybody live. But the one that killed her baby said, kill everybody together. That's what these scholars are saying. You join Turji Bello, join Igboho, join Nnamdi Kanu. Because they know that these people are not in the same level. Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for the Biafran people, the Southeasterners, for freedom, for justice, fairness and equity. Same with Igboho. What is Turji Bello fighting for? That is the question. What is Turji Bello? A Fulani. I've said it in the north. Fulani na them be bandits. Fulani na them be Fulani herdsmen, terrorist herdsmen. Fulani na them be Boko Haram. Fulani na them be ISWAP. Na them be the problem. You rarely see Hausas doing banditry in the north, except those that are captured or those that are forced into banditry. So their problem is always the progress of southern Nigeria. I've said it before that southern Nigeria is the only region that is feeding the whole of Nigeria. If you come out oil now, our revenue last year, 88%, 87% of our revenue was given to us by oil.
And in the south,
Lagos, so they say Lagos. 88% of our revenue that fund our budget by oil. If you remove that oil now, Nigeria will collapse. So it's southern Nigeria that is feeding the whole of the country. Now, when we make this money now, they are banditry, they are Boko Haram, they will destroy everything. They'll come inside budget, they'll come bring out money
for security.
Billions of naira were given to bandits. 150 billion through MFLA. And you are comparing Igboho with Turji Bello. Who is Turji Bello? He goes school. Who knows Papa? Where he come from? Where his father's house in Nigeria. It's because houses are looking at those people, they take them. Fulani, where be their Papa land for Nigeria? Fulani. According to Rap, he say Futajalo. Senegambia.
Let them go back to their
foreigners, they are coming to dictate what is happening in Nigeria. See, one thing, the Nigerian army, they make mistake. Why would you tell me, say, repented Boko Haram? And you put the repented Boko Haram in the army. That's why Turji Bello and the rest, they are doing what they are doing now. Anybody that kills for fun cannot repent.
Because it's already in his blood.
Just like that, they cannot repent. You say you put them through a facility and you rehabilitate them. Does Nigeria have rehabilitation facilities? Those that even go to prison. Prison is supposed to be a place that rehabilitates people. Some people, they go to prison, they now come out worse. Does Nigeria have any place that can rehabilitate anybody, other thief? Not to talk of Boko Haram. All those people will say their mission is to kill and take away your land and put Islam. That is their mission. They enter the army, they still carry all See, I want Tinubu. This restructuring is taking on. He should continue the restructuring. Make sure he demystify the Fulani and whatever they represent. That's their grip on power. I used to repeat it. I will repeat it again. Tell me one Hausa politician in the north that can come out and say, vote for me then. The east, the south, west. All the don't put on it. There's no popular Hausa politician. There's no one. No one. There's no one. The one that is closer is this guy. This guy they say they killed Abiola. What is his name?
Mustafa.
Yes, Mustafa. The one that is close. You see Kpai, Fulani. You see Atiku, Fulani. You see Kwakwaso, Fulani. These are the people that can come out and say, okay, I want to become president from the north that are popular. These are the people that can come out. Which Hausa person? Which Hausa person can come out? How many Fulanis are in Nigeria? How many of them are in Nigeria? But it's unfortunate that this will they oppose social media for Abokio. They oppose social media, they call it they talk rubbish. Well, I know that one thing will happen, and that thing is that Tinubu will complete 8 years. They want to fight as well as fight themselves. Nothing will happen to Nnamdi Kanu, nothing will happen to Sunday, but that's Turji Bello, they will decimate them. Nothing will happen to Nnamdi Kanu. That one are sure because they are not in the same level. Nothing will happen to Sunday Igboho. Sunday Igboho they flex now for Germany. Nothing can do for DSS. Have you been to DSS? They drink cold water, they drink mineral, they chop, they read newspaper. Turji Bello dey inside bush, they run up and down because they're criminal. Nothing. They have killed Turji Bello deputy.
But they've killed. We've heard the number of times where they said they've killed his assistant. But
if you kill one assistant, another assistant will replace now.
Why? Like, why can't they kill him himself?
See,
the one is on the run.
If Tinubu is willing to deal with banditry, he knows what to do. It will be difficult for him to do because politicians. I said before, politicians are involved in anything in security in any place in the whole world. Politicians must have a hand in it. In the southeast, politicians must have a hand in it because you cannot buy gun yourself. That RPG way Tinubu they buy, you know how much? About 2.6 million. Where is he money? Where is he money? All those one where you see for southeast, all those gone. Where they see the money? Then you can't go inside bush. You don't think of your life. Your married wife, children, great family. Somebody is sponsoring, and politicians don't have a hand in anything in security. So the politicians are not others. They know very well what they are doing. They don't want banditry to stop. They believe that those guys can one day help them do jihad, and they are foot soldiers. Yes, one politician said, these guys leave them, they are foot soldiers. Bandito, they are comparing Turji Bello with Sunday Igboho. See, most times, let's continue.
Okay, but just recently, we've seen the insecurity there in the northern part of Nigeria, and just like we said, Turji Bello's assistant was killed. But do you not think that Turji Bello will go and reinforce himself, by holding or killing more, of these communities? Then, do you not think that at time Tinubu, just like you said, Tinubu reinforce the Nigerian military against this insurgency?
One thing about what is happening in the north is that if you kill Turji Bello today, another person will come up. It's an ideology. You see, they want to push. There's one thing. This is how it works. For instance, this is a community, and let's say the Hausas, or let's use religion. This is a Christian community, and you have Christian community is 80%, Muslim community is 20%. The Christian community have been ruling that community for like many times. So a Muslim man have opportunity to become a leader in that community from the 20%. You know what the Northerners are doing? This one are doing. Those guys they are bringing from other countries into the north. They are using them to scare them away. They will come to a village, a Hausa village. Those bandits will flush the village. They will run away. They will occupy. They are moving from one place. That is what they conquest. That's what they are doing. Gradually. People will be afraid. Even though army come and said, we have decimated them, come back to your land, they will be afraid. That fear will be there inside them. So they are creating fear. The Fulani people are using time when Buhari enter, say open the border, leave them, they are our brothers. They reach almost 1 million enter Nigeria. They enter different community, assimilate. If they refuse for them to overpower them, they use the banditry through the back door and start hitting them until they run away. That's what they are doing in North, systematically. So the leaders there, they know if they keep Bello today, they will recruit another person, taking that money. If they keep Bello today, it's an ideology. Fulani ideology of conquest, conquer. So if they kill Bello today, those guys that are sponsoring them will bring another person. But if Tinubu is sincere enough, but I don't think he's sincere enough to flush out all those guys, because they have some people in the cabinet. If he's sincere enough, he can stop terrorism in the north. But nobody wants to do that, because they are a Kaba. Those bandits, those Fulani, they be Kaba for north. I just tell you now, tell me one Hausa influential politician. One Hausa, Buhari na Fulani na. Erufai na Fulani na. Atiku na Fulani na. Kwankwaso na Fulani. Mention any other Hausa person. Mention another person. Even those who they raise their head, they talk. Na Fulani. Is that Fulani, Nupi or Kanuri, Hausa, Lai, and their population is much more than every other person. Is it not Tafawa Balewa? Hausa man. This guy, this CBN guy that they killed. Gowon is the other person. There's no Hausa, but it's another person. He has a Hausa breed. And this military guy he just called now. They have found a way to overpower those people. And psychologically, their leaders are there. Their foot soldiers are on the ground. No Hausa governor, no Northern region, no Hausa. 9 of them Fulani. So one useless guy will come and tell me say, let them keep Bello Turji, blah 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 blah. Beg, all this one.
Sorry, lastly, but you said you don't know why Turji Bello is attacking and doing what he's doing. But what I can deduce, is as if he said the Fulanis are not recognized, in Nigeria. So what they are fighting for is for them to be recognized.
Fulani? Yes. They're supposed to give that guy correct hot slap.
What I read.
Fulanis are not recognized. You know anything I talk? I say the whole of Northern Nigeria, mention any popular politician that is more than the Fulani. Fulani are not recognized. Land will not be your own, Land will not be your own, You dominate the land. Fulani name is Sultan of Sokoto. They are not recognized. For you. Fulani they be Kaba for Nigeria. They are not recognized. You see, all those one lie food their mouth. That's how they manipulate, they deceive Hausa people. And when you see Hausa people, they are very calm people. I'm not sure Hausa can get the mind to stop Fulani. I don't think so. If you study a Hausa person, they are very easy going. They don't be like Igboho we get with it, we get gragra. I've said it before. Let them leave. Me, I'm advocating. If they are going to divide Nigeria, let them leave Igbo and Fulani in one country. And then feed themselves. But Hausa, I don't think Hausa can. Till Jesus come, they will keep suppressing them, even if they know. So if you say that the Fulani are marginalized, I think it's down a rubbish talk now. Everybody knows that the Fulani are the most, from the north, they benefit the most. Dangote na from where? Rabi, where they build the refinery. Dangote they build refinery for Lagos. Rabi they build refinery for Kpai, na from where? Tell me which Hausa businessman will be like those two of them in the of Nigeria. I'm not sure of Dangote's. I know Dangote is not Hausa. I know Arabi, they're not Hausa. Which Hausa person? I say, I mean, they are looking for a way to this. That's how they are doing. They will come to the village, they'll push everybody, they stay there. They'll stay there, small, stay there, build house, build 2 houses, push you until they claim your land. That's what they are doing.
The Fulanis are putting Turji Bello and Kanu and Ekpa and Igboho in the same bracket. Is this not a disgrace? Adding a kidnapper and a killer and a bandit in Turji Bello with Kanu?
Thank you very much, my speaker. Fulanis, they are, I see them as who don't talk, who don't suck their mother breast very well. That's how I saw them. Their reason is one way. Their own reason is one way. Killing now, they can't kill someone like that. Does it make any sense? Does it make any sense that the Tinubu to kill him now? They can kill someone like that, including the kidnapper. Does it make any sense? Can you compare a kidnapper with a freedom fighter? They're making a big mistake. That's why I said they don't suck the breast, their mother breast very well. They don't suck their mother breast very well. They don't reason, very well. They reason zigzag. They reason one way. That's how they reason. Self-determination. That's what Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. That's what the Somalekpa is fighting for. Self-determination. That's what they're fighting for. Free my people, because my people are not free on the hand of Nigeria. That's what Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. Injustice, hatred, tribalism, no equal rights. You see the people that have the rights in Nigeria, that's a shouting that they should kill Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu was fighting for injustice. That my people are not free in the hand of Nigeria, in name of one Nigeria. My people are not free. That's what Nnamdi Kanu and Somalekpa is fighting for. Because no justice. The justice belongs to one tribe or two tribes. Particular one tribe, called Fulani. They are the ones that have the justice. What can Fulani do to them? Be free. Igbo man cannot do that. They escape and be free. Look at how they are colonizing the whole middle belt. The Fulanis. They are advising Fulani. They are advising Tinubu to kill Nnamdi Kanu and Somalekpa. Is that a good advice? Because of their selfish interest, because of what they are, what they occupy, what they have occupied in this country called Nigeria. That's why they don't want anything concerned. They don't want to hear Nnamdi Kanu. They don't want to hear Somalekpa. They don't want to hear Biafra. Okay, do the needful. He said no. Do the needful. Circulate everything. Let everything be equal. Give what belongs to Opera to Opera. What belongs to Tegede, give it to Tegede. That's what Igbos are fighting. That's what Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. That's why Nnamdi Kanu come out and say no to this. That's why the Somalekpa come out and say no to this. You want to what belongs to Muhammad. That is what Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. Now you come to say Tinubu should kill Nnamdi Kanu. In Nigeria, who benefit most? This called Nigeria, country called Nigeria. Who benefit most? It's not the Fulanis. They are the ones occupy everything. Everywhere they don't have anything in their backyard. They have suppressed everybody, suppressed the true houses. They so said they suppress everybody, they terminate you, silence you, not to open up. They don't want you to say no to this. They want to silence you entirely. That's the agenda. So I told them, I have to tell them that they can never eat their cake and still have it. They can never. That evil plan they have against Nnamdi Kanu and Somalekpa will surely pass back to them. It will return back to them. Of course, I think that they have said that the water has passed the garden. He said that you kill Nnamdi Kanu. What is happening in the north? The kidnapper, what about them? People that are kidnapping the innocent children, innocent souls in the north. What about them? Can you be able to feed them out and kill them? The whole northern and the whole middle belt have flee to their own, run away from their village. They have run and leave their village to another village. Then I ask question, what is going on in this country? In Nigeria, does it mean the country that they don't have government? When you look what is going on, you know that you reason as a human being that the so-called government, they know about what is going on. They know what is fishing. That's why they cannot be able to, to silence Boko Haram. That's why they cannot be able to, to silence herdsmen that are rising everywhere. They know about it. They know what is going on. They are the sponsoring. They are the sponsoring. They are the ones sponsoring them. That's why they cannot be able to quit Boko Haram and the herdsmen. They have what they are, they are benefiting over the issue. The Fulani the killing and the Boko Haram killing. That make innocent people they for certain that they can never drink water and drop cup. The so-called government know about it. That is why Boko Haram is still, still existing to today. Herdsmen are still terrorizing the whole Middle Belt. That is why when they see money to buy AK-47, where's the money? Who is their sponsor? What is their job? They can use AK-47 to terrorize the innocent soul, the villagers. Where's the money? What job they are working? They are doing to be able to, to provide that kind of money. All they after is Igbo, because they know that Igbo is a pillar. They know that the Igbos they are a pillar of the country. Most Igbo man, the power for this country, my brother. I give Nigeria 6 months. They will cry, I don't know. Nigeria will cry, I don't know. That's what they are trying to avoid. Killing now, they can say that they will silence Biafra. They can never silence Biafra. If they kill him now, they can. Another person is there. If they kill someone else, we'll still have the men that will still stand to fight for Biafra. They can never silence Biafra. They can never keep Biafra. Biafra is still alive to tomorrow. Other than that, they can or Samalekpa are killed. My brother, Biafra will never die. Biafra will still stand. Biafra will continue. The struggle will continue. So that is the point. That's the point. That's the point. Let them fix their problem out. Let them leave they can as alone. Because what they are fighting is absolutely right. What they are fighting for is absolutely right. For the miserable people who suck their mother breast, who reason very well, who see the other side, not only one side. Who say this side and the other side? They know that the people that know that what the cause of Nnamdi Kanu is absolutely right. What Nnamdi Kanu and Samalekpa is fighting is absolutely right. So whatever they like, let them say. They should go and solve their problem. They said the Igbos are the problem of the country. That should allow Igbo to be. Let them allow the Igbos to be. Let us stop all this propaganda. This propaganda can never help them. And they can never solve the problem of this country. So you can say, broken bottle has no materialism. Nigeria can never appear again. I never see. How's the gang up and deceiving the world that we are one. Not the one we are talking about is it belongs to one person. You understand? So end of the day, my brother, come some, my brother. Whatever they think about it now, they get all this. My brother, it will bounce back to them.